Well, now to the campaign trail, where new polling appears to show former President Trump gaining ground in a few key states with just 6 weeks now until the election. Today's New York Times and Siena College poll has Trump in the lead in Arizona, Georgia, and North Carolina, 2 of which President Biden won back in 2020. But you also need money to run a campaign, and new numbers show Harris well in the lead there. Washington correspondent Kellie Meyer is live for us outside of the White House. And Kellie, Trump seems to be pulling ahead in those Sunbelt states. What does this mean for both campaigns?
Yeah, 42 days until Election Day, and former President Donald Trump is getting a boost of support in the Sun Belt. Former President Trump was just in Arizona 1 week ago, and we know Vice President Harris will try to catch up with a visit to Arizona this Friday. Now, former President Trump gained a lead in Arizona, 50% to Harris's 45%. Just to note, he also remains ahead in another 2 battleground states, key here, Georgia and North Carolina. And Trump lost Arizona and Georgia to Biden in 2020, and a Democratic presidential candidate hasn't won North Carolina since 2008. Harris is trailing Trump there by a slim margin and has been visiting that state nearly once every week. A poll also found Harris is losing support from Latino voters in Arizona. And also what's interesting there is this ticket splitting that's going on. The Democratic Senate candidate is still ahead, though Harris is behind Trump. And as you mentioned, Nichole, you need money to fuel the campaign in these last few weeks, and Harris's campaign just announced another $27 million it raised at an NYC fundraiser this past weekend. They say that's the largest single event since Harris has been at the top of the ticket. One official saying the campaign is grateful because they are gearing up to contend with outside super PAC spending from the Trump side. And speaking of Trump, he will be heading to Georgia and North Carolina, those other states that we mentioned. He will be there this week, but it's interesting to note Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, who is well liked in the state of Georgia, will not be joining him in Savannah tomorrow, we're learning. Nichole.
All right, so another important state in all of this, Kellie, Wisconsin. You were just there covering the Harris campaign. What were you hearing from voters there?
And it's really mixed, especially in the more rural areas. You see yard signs for Trump, but also a lot for Harris. And there's this question around where there will be this maybe silent Harris vote. And there may be more support for Harris than you might think. Folks I was talking with in this rural part of Wisconsin near the Wisconsin-Iowa border, near the Mississippi River Valley, say some are afraid to put out their yard signs for Harris because Trump supporters keep stealing them. So they think there may be this quiet movement for Harris, especially with wives who have husbands that support Trump, but they may feel differently. There's also a Facebook group that encourages sticky notes with encouraging messages to women voters who may feel vulnerable if they vote differently than their loved ones. And you see in this latest polling here on your screen, 49.6% to 47.4%. So Harris holding a slim lead there, 2% lead over Trump in Wisconsin. So it's interesting studying this effect, that Trump effect we saw in 2016, where it was the silent Trump voter. Maybe we'll see that for Harris in 2024, but it really remains to be seen now with 6 weeks to go, Nichole.
All right, 6 weeks to go. Kellie, thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.